Hello, and I am Linda Flores, and this is an interview that's about Michelle Norris's event, which was held on Thursday, October 7th at San Jose State. I'm sitting here with Roberta Flores, and which attended the event with me. Hello, how are you today?
Great, thank you.
What were your first thoughts going into the Michelle Norris event?
I was excited. I didn't know what to expect, though I have heard of Michelle Norris before.
Oh yeah, what do you remember about Michelle Norris?
I heard her to be one of the top female journalists.
Yes, she won the 2009 National Association of Black Journalists, otherwise known as NABJ. She is also the host of All Things Considered and has written for the Washington Post, the Chicago Times, and the Los Angeles Times.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now let's get to Michelle Norris's book, The Grace of Silence. During Michelle's talk about her book, what touched you the most and why?
well, a lot of her stories brought me back to the 50s and 60s. I was a teenager then, and I could relate to her stories about the movement, growing up with religious grandmother. Seems like her grandma and father were the two big influence in her life, and I teared up when she said her father was shot by a policeman.
I'm going to stop you right there. With all the racism and hate going on, why do you think Michelle Norris stayed strong and wanting to follow her dreams?
Well, I believe by growing up in an environment with lower income and racism around her, it made her stronger and really wanted to push to prove people wrong, and knowing that her grandma and father would have wanted her to do so. Sounds like they were her rock, and her grandma would correct her to be a better person and to have manners. Speak to people and respect even though they were harsh people in the world.
Yes, it did seem to me as though she grew up wanting more stories out of her family, and she also wanted to dig around for more information.
Yes, a part of Michelle's story was encouraging the audience to pull stories from our old generations, treat them with respect, and try to get the family roots out. She said her big regret was not having audio of her father's voice, and she wished she recorded his voice to share for memories and to push on generations.
Why do you think families are kept silent about past family stories?
Because they don't want to hurt their children or to see their children make the same mistakes of them. It's sometimes best to keep stories on the burner. Best parents want the best for their children and want to see a bright future for them.
Um, we all had breaking points and an awakening. When do you think Michelle Norris's breakthrough was?
When she grew up older and want her own understanding of herself and really wanted to understand her place in the world and her purpose. And when she traveled from her childhood home in Minneapolis to her ancestral roots in the deep south, and she really wanted to know why things were left unsaid. She really wanted to understand her own identity.
Did you relate to a childhood feeling or feeling lost in your own identity?
Yes, I grew up in a strict home and a lot of mixed signals. Saints on Sundays, and the rest of the week was back to old ways of arguing and unreligious ways. It took me needing to find myself and to cry out to God. Help me through the rough times, and God still to this day has provided me with strength and pushed on through my days.
That's wonderful. Overall, do you think what do you think you could get out of Michelle Norris's book, The Grace of Silence?
Well, I think it's a wonderful way to encourage and to let the readers know life isn't perfect and we all have struggles in our lifetime. So you must stay strong and push for a better future, and to not forget your roots or where you've been to and get where you are today. Encourage and motivate others around you to be the best person they can be and to try to keep a straight path.
Excellent, I agree. To stay strong, push forward, touch one another's heart, and not let society bring us down. Thank you for taking a moment out of your day to sit down and talk to me about your thoughts on Michelle Norris's event. I'm glad you enjoyed it and came out wanting to be a better person and a reminder to follow your dreams. If you haven't gotten the book yet, I encourage you all to go out and get Michelle Norris's book, The Grace of Silence. It's a great way to help encourage oneself and also to help motivate them on to follow their dreams and to not let their generation or their past bring them down. This has been an interview again today with Roberta Flores, and I am Linda Flores. Thank you, and have a great day.